What's up, y'all? It's HODL. We back in here with another video. It is Monday, man. I love Monday because Monday is where I get my focus. I know that, I don't know, I think it's the competitive nature in me. And I think that's what is one of the features, a built-in feature of Bitcoin. And yes, I know it sounds cliche, but hear me out. Real quick, before I get into that though, I want you to take a look at the link down in the description to hodl.com. I discussed in previous videos how non-KYC Bitcoin is essential for your portfolio, as Bitcoin is very difficult to co-opt and to confiscate, and it's even tougher to confiscate and co-opt when you are able to take advantage of one of its features, which is peer-to-peer monetary transactions. So you can go on hodl.com. It's a marketplace for sellers and buyers of Bitcoin at their premium price, and I'm sure premium is probably up because we see what's happening with governments looking to overreach on your earnings as they continue to spend money like drunken sailors, drunken pirates, drunken tyrants, and dig into your pockets to cover the bill. So I just think that if you are someone that's responsible, thinking ahead, I mean, you may want to look into that. hodl.com, link in the description. Go ahead and start making trades and get that going. Also, if you need a good cold wallet, cold storage is fundamental if you're going to go this far. So you need a good one. Check out the cold card wallet at the CoinKite.com store down below. Link down in the description. Let's get it. Oh, one more link, and I promise I'm gonna get into it, is for a video that I created, just 3 minutes. It talks about the important points, 5 important points of being of having self-custody with Bitcoin. It's very important. You know, a lot of people are keeping their Bitcoin on exchanges or even, you know, certain places, but just wanted to drive home that message in that video I made, so check it out. Okay, so yeah, I'm just hanging out today. Got finished with work, and I was thinking to myself, you know, I have a manager, right? And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, you know, and you know, there was a morning meeting, and I'm looking at all of the managers and area leaders and middle management, and I'm thinking to myself, like, they're probably not as competent or as a more qualified person that's deserving of their salary than I am. And, you know, and that's okay. I understand that. And I think that's like that in a lot of cases. But I one-up them still. I one-up them because though I may have a lower salary, I am more than making up for that with saving, stacking sats, stacking units of Bitcoin as a savings technology, right? I mean, if you know, some of you may disagree with that. You may say, oh, you know, you're not going to make as much on Bitcoin as, you know, with Goofy coin or some type of small cap scam coin. And that may be true in the short term, obviously, but so that's considered a trade, and essentially maybe even not even a trade, but gambling. Because as far as I can tell, all coins that have been out at least a cycle are currently trending towards zero against Bitcoin. Check the charts. Currently, for instance, Ethereum is trending downwards. It's been in a downtrend for 2 years against Bitcoin since being rejected at the neckline of an inverted head and shoulders against Bitcoin. And interesting things about Ethereum's coming out with regulations, so I won't get into that. But I want to drive home that I'm using Bitcoin as a savings technology, and that's putting me ahead of people who have higher salaries than me. As long as I'm solvent, as long as I am spending a lot less than I take in, that difference, what I can spare towards Bitcoin as a savings technology, allows me to outpace them in wealth. I mean, it is what it is, and I don't care what they own. I don't care if they may own a house, 2 houses. In the long run, when it's all said and done, Bitcoin is created to be scarce, finite, and pretty much an inverted play on the fiat money economic, or this current fiat money based economy and financial system we're in. So for those who have that time preference, right, at least for 5 years, maybe a cycle or two, they will be a lot more better off. I'm confident I'll be a lot more better off. I probably am already, honestly, but I'm confident even in the next cycle, if, you know, Lord willing, I live to see it, that I'll still outperform them. Okay, and so I want to segue that into, and based on my experience from being out of work, or, you know, consistent work for a year, even though I was able to earn through trading, which I trade occasionally, leverage when I get hands on it. You know, you're able to make some plays, but in sideways markets like this, what we're seeing with the cryptocurrency market, I mean, obviously I could tell a sideways chop. It's tough to trade this market right now because this market is actually has a different player. So I rather sit out and just use my technical analysis and whatever fundamental analysis I've acquired over the years and just find opportunities to buy. I'm a buy. I'm like Michael Saylor, you know, I'll buy the top forever, but sometimes I'll just, you know, keep some dry powder and I'll look at the chart and say, hey, you know what? Looks like we'll be, like right now in Bitcoin, it looks like a large bull flag, in my opinion. I think if you haven't been accumulating the past couple weeks, you may want to try to, this is not financial advice, but I think this is a great buying opportunity now before the next leg up to go 80 or 80K or better. But I'm just wanted to share that Bitcoin incentivizes me to work more. It incentivizes me to work more, and we're in the and that says a lot, because I feel like I'm seeing all over YouTube and social media that this generation of my age, millennial and younger, they don't want to work anymore. They don't see the value in working, and I agree, because you're working for fiat currency and you're trying to save in it, or you're trying to purchase these things such as a home, a house, rent, food, and these things are not keeping up. I mean, these things are becoming more valuable than the fiat currency. So it is demoralizing, and it deteriorates your work and your life energy. As opposed to Bitcoin, what you have is, you know, I simply convert that fiat to Bitcoin, and from there, you know, I just take a look at my life energy being stored, being revitalized, and being put to use properly, and I'm being incentivized because the more I work, the more opportunity I get to collect this store value, right? The moment that I get relaxed and I say, I think I got enough, and I think, you know, and, you know, you go through a few cycles and you watch your net worth grow or whatever, you get relaxed, you get complacent, but there's always that one stacker, that one person who continues to work and add value to the world some way, or to somebody, and find ways to add value. They, in the long run, if they continue to, they will outperform you or me if we relax and let up and start saying, hey, you know what, in fiat terms, we're okay. So this is the illusion of being wealthy or buying into fiat wealth, because for the person who doesn't buy in and they think of Bitcoin as the unit that it is and they work for it, they in the long run will likely be a lot more wealthier. And so it incentivizes work. It is a built-in feature. It is proof of work. Essentially, it's just another iteration of proof of work, because the amount of Bitcoin you typically should have, if you're not a scammer, is based on how much work you put in, especially at this time. Whether that's work you put into understanding it, that's proof of work of what you do to add value, so you're able to convert your fiat shitcoin dollars into Bitcoin. And you know, the miners contributing energy. Also, I want to say that the work that you put into it is also a measurement of how much work that you have available in you, your life energy, right? Because everybody has a finite lifespan, and energy overall is finite. Man, it gets deep. This is physics, this is metaphysics, this is philosophy, this is Bitcoin. Study it. Anyway, y'all, it's over 10 minutes. I'm out.